Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing the game Sakura Dungeon, the new series that has all of the boobyful girls in the entire world. There's so many waifus in this game. And last episode we met our main character waifu, who is Yomi the Fox Spirit, who enslaved a warrior who was trying to clear out her dungeon named Siri. And we came to town, and that was basically it. It's mainly just been dialogue, but now we get to go delving into the dungeon and finding out exactly what the combat mechanics are of this game, because it does have RPG dungeon crawling elements, which I'm really excited for. So let's go ahead and continue.
As we step towards the gate, Siri seems apprehensive. Is something the matter? Well, apart from everything that just happened, there's always a sense of anticipation before you first enter a dungeon. Well, this is the second time I'm entering. Technically, it's the first. My sealed chamber has long since been cut off from the actual dungeon. I see. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's go take my dungeon back.
Yeah, let's go do that. Alright, so dungeon entrance level 1. Let's go in there and figure out what's going on.
As we step inside, I can smell the earth and dust in the air. A dim darkness illuminated by a few spare torches spreads out in front of us. It's all too familiar to me. It's good to be home. So, before we get started, there's just a few things I would like to make clear, Yomi. Yes? If we're going to work together, can we please approach this my way? Although you're very powerful, I don't know how much dungeon delving you've done. So I feel that it would be best to use my experience here. As you wish. I'm here to simply provide guidance. What path you take is up to you. Strange words from someone who just enslaved me. This is just a necessary part of our agreement. So, what do you propose? She pulls out a bundle of papers and what appears to be a writing quill. Navigating a place like this is a very difficult task. You need to map every little step you take. It's far too easy to get lost if you don't keep track. Very well. Anyway, I'll take point. Let's get going, Yomi.
Alright, cool guys, so now we get to figure out how to actually crawl through the dungeon and fight monsters and things like that. I'm really excited. So navigate the dungeon using WQEASD. Alright, so pretty standard controls and 2 keys. It's 2 keys. W makes you move forward, Q and E makes you turn left and right, S moves backwards, very standard, A and D makes you step side to side. Oh, okay, interesting. You can alternatively use arrow keys for movements. Pressing the 2 key will make you automatically move forward until you meet an obstacle. Every step you take is recorded on your map in the bottom left-hand corner. Remember, pay attention to your map. It will be essential in the journey ahead. You can save your game anytime you're not in battle. Hey, that's pretty handy. If you lose a battle, the game will be over, so make sure to save frequently. You can quick save the game by pressing F5. You load your latest quick save file by pressing F9. Okay, neat. Alright, great. So it's done explaining things. So here we go, very traditional looking dungeon crawling experience. So you'll see that the images on screen barely change, they're almost static, but it does give the sense of movement, and as it says in the bottom left corner, you can see where we've walked. So now we get to go to our first battle, guys. Let's go beat up some shit.
As we continue to walk forward, I hear the sound of something moving in the darkness. Siri immediately reacts, readying her weapon to strike. Bit by bit, our enemy emerges into the light of Siri's blazing torch. Oh, it's a bunny girl. Oh, how cute.
Oh, visitors.
A rabbit monster? Aren't these notoriously weak? Nothing in this dungeon is as it seems. She's absorbed part of my power. Do not underestimate her.
I'm very sorry, but the Dungeon Lord has made it clear that visitors aren't allowed.
I'm also very sorry, but I can't leave. Let's get this out of the way.
Alright. You're about to enter your first battle. The bottom left-hand corner displays your active party members and their status. So right now we only have Siri at level 2. When it's the turn of one of your party members, they'll appear in the right side of the screen. Their available skills will be directly below them. Each skill uses AP. This slowly recovers through the course of battle. All monsters have the guard skill, which recovers AP and protects against attacks. Select the target of your attacks by clicking on it. Okay, that's easy. The enemy's status is displayed above their character's sprites. The order in which party members and enemies take turns is displayed at the top right of the screen. Oh, okay, so there's a turn system, so you can actually make this, strategic in a lot of ways by planning who's going to do what when. So that's really handy. Your party members have gold borders around their portraits, whereas enemies have red portraits. Okay, that makes sense. Now then, defeat the bunny girl to proceed. Good luck! Oh, thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to click her, and I'm going to use triple slash. Okay, we have 33 AP to use. This uses 25 and his power of 19. And then single slash is 15 to use and a power of 12. Alright, let's go ahead and triple slash her. Why the heck not? Oh, holy damn. Gust? Okay, so she used Gust on us. We barely lost any HP from that. Or VP, whatever VP is. And then we can go ahead and use single slash now. Boom! Ah, damn! And she's gaining back a little bit of VP every time. I didn't see if we do as well, but it doesn't look like... it doesn't look like we have enough energy left to hit her again. That's okay. So she barely does any damage, and we do gain VP and AP back each turn. Alright, so let's finish her off with a single slash. We probably don't need to use triple slash. Defeated! That was nice and easy. You found 10 mana shards, and we can take those back to, I think her name was Charlotte, back in town, and she'll make, like, weapons and stuff for us. Whoa! Excuse me! I guess it wouldn't be a Sakura game without a scene like this, which, as I've said before, I've never played a Sakura game, but I'm very aware of what happens in them, and now I'm even more aware. As Siri deals the final blow, the bunny girl is practically blown away by the force of it, or her clothes were at least. Holy crap. Her clothes are torn to tatters, leaving her completely exposed. Oh, this is probably Yomi talking.
For a moment, she just sits there on the cave floor, looking down at the cloth scraps on the floor.
My clothes! No! Why did this have to happen?
Extremely embarrassed, she tries to cover herself with her hand.
You didn't have to be that mean, you know. I know that I had to stop you, but you really shouldn't have used such excess force.
A loud sniffle comes from the bunny. An uneasy look settles on Siri's face. I'm sorry, but it was necessary. If you had just let me pass, this wouldn't have happened.
You had clearly won, you know. But then you destroy my clothes? The Dungeon Lord doesn't give us new clothes for months on end. She is so mean to us on the upper floors.
Siri looks back at me. It's only the first floor and I already feel like a villain. She lets out a heavy sigh. Is there anything we can do for her? Absolutely. I walk over to the sniffling bunny. She looks up at me with dewy eyes. Oh, come on. Everything is going to be fine. I gently pat her on the head. She looks a little less upset then.
Is it?
Head back up the stairs and talk to my innkeeper. She'll make new clothes for you.
But if I leave, the Overseer will get angry. And she's really, really scary when she's angry. Wait, she'll be angry anyway. I'm in so much trouble.
You don't have to come back. If you leave, you could just leave forever. They aren't going to be able to hunt you down.
Really?
Her eyes are filled with hope now. She eagerly awaits my confirmation. Yes, just get out of here.
But are you going to stop them?
That's why we're here. I can't tolerate injustices being done to poor little monsters.
Thank you. Do your best down here.
She immediately leaves, taking off far faster than I was expecting.
So did we just, like, recruit her? I think that's part of this game, is you get to recruit monsters. I can't remember if that was something I read or if that's something someone told me. But regardless, I'm pretty sure we just recruited her, which is kind of cool. We'll get to add her to our party, just like it said in the beginning of the battle tutorial there.
Well done, Siri. You've won your first battle. It's merely one step of a long journey, but she was far stronger than I was expecting. You said she absorbed part of your power? Yes, my power has been stolen from me and shared amongst the monsters of this dungeon. If we're going to survive, we'll need to reclaim as much of it as possible. I will share my power with you as we go along, Siri. Well, although I prefer to use my own strength, I'll take whatever boons I can get. I can.
Okay. Alright, cool. So that was our first battle, guys. Pretty easy, once again, just a tutorial level battle, but let's go ahead and figure out what we're doing. I'm going to go to the left here. I'm going to keep traveling that way, because I think that we might be able to find some treasure or something. Or a dead end, that's fine. Dead ends are fine too, you know, guys. I'm good at navigating. Alright, let's find our way out of here then. I don't know. Oh, okay, so are there random battles? That's wild. I didn't see the battle thing on the screen or anything. So can we keep recruiting bunny girls, or are we just here to kill these ones now or something? You can perform additional actions in battle with the tactics menu. I guess we'll find out. You open the tactics menu, press right click or the R key. Alright. There are options to skip, auto battle, and retreat. Your escape chance is calculated by your AP and how many turns you've spent in battle. Having more AP than your enemy increases your chance of escape. The longer a battle goes, the higher your chance to escape. There are hotkeys to access some of these actions. Press A during a battle to enable auto battle, blah blah blah. I actually don't really care about any of this stuff, so we're just going to skip ahead and fight this bunny girl and use triple slash. Bam! Just like we did with the last one. And I don't know what kind of magic she's using. It's a gust, so I'm assuming it's just like a wind-based magic, and I wonder if like elements are actually going to play into future battles. But for most of these battles, guys, I'm probably just going to skip to the end, unless it's like a major boss battle or something, because any grinding that happens in the game, it's not really necessary for like progression of an episode. So I'll try to keep as much of the grinding off camera as possible for you guys. Alright, so she was just as easy as the first time, and we went ahead and we destroyed her clothes, and now we have an event that we can go into.
Siri, before we proceed further, I need to ask a favor of you.
What is it, Yomi?
I know that you do not appreciate your position right now, but I'm afraid that we need to capture more subordinates.
So you want me to catch them for you?
Exactly.
While I do not agree with this idea as a matter of principle, we need as many allies as we can get. So, what is it you need me to do?
I'll show you how to use the capture spell. Since I'm directly channeling my magic through you, should be a simple task.
Very well, show me how.
Siri has learned the capture ability. All monsters you encounter at random while inside the dungeon can be captured. After capturing them, they'll be sent to the prison in your hometown. Of course there's going to be a kinky dungeon somewhere in this game. You need to go meet your captured monsters if you want to add them to your party. To capture a monster, you must do enough damage with the capture ability to defeat her. Ideally, you should weaken them until they can be taken out with just one hit. Not all monsters can be captured this way, but there may be other means of recruiting those monsters to your cause. Monsters who are a higher level than the caster of the capture spell cannot be captured. Alright, so in that case, anytime we come across a brand new monster, I'll probably show the battle in the video just so that you guys can see me capture them, or possibly fail to capture them. So we got a bucket here, or barrel here.
A barrel?
We should break it.
Why is that the first thing to cross your mind?
You never know what might be hiding inside a barrel.
Fine.
She takes her blade to the barrel, smashing it to pieces. Something shimmers among the splinters. 5 mana shards. Not a bad start.
Mana shards?
Yes, small pellets of concentrated magic. They're highly useful, I can tell you.
Very well.
She grabs the shards and puts them into her belt pouch.
You will encounter objects which can be broken open for treasures as you proceed through the dungeon. To interact with objects, walk up and click on them. Mana shards are the primary currency of this dungeon. They're used to make magic items and pay for repair fees. Alright, cool. Very good stuff. Oh, another bunny girl. So, you've gained experience or XP during your last battle. XP is gained in 3 ways: attacking an opponent, being attacked by an opponent, or when a character defeats an enemy. When an ally defeats an opponent, all party members, including members in the backline and in town, gain XP. Wow, that's handy. That's going to speed up leveling up very, very quickly so that we don't have to grind off camera a lot or anything like that. When fighting against opponents with higher levels, you'll gain additional XP. When fighting against weaker opponents, you gain less XP. Well, duh. When a character gains 100 XP, they will level up. Cool. That's nice and easy. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and try to capture this bunny girl, and if it's successful, I'll show you guys in an upcoming clip. Ka-chow! The capture spell! Did it work? Hey, we captured her! Cool! And I found 10 mana shards. Now, I don't know if the other bunny girl we sent back to town earlier was already technically captured, but I did this one anyway because might as well.
Good job, we have our first ally.
That's one way to put it.
But are you sure that a rabbit is going to be of much use to us? You underestimate that rabbit. There are a particular species I found in the wind-swept plateaus to the north. While they seem harmless enough, they have a natural affinity with the wind. They can tear you apart without having to touch you themselves.
What an unusually vicious rabbit. I suppose it's a good thing they're on our side now.
Very much so. Remember not to look down on anything you find in this dungeon. It can come back to bite you.
You've captured your first party member. If you want to add her to your dungeon party, head back to town and click on Meet Captured Monsters at the main menu. Monsters you've captured will appear there. Alright, cool. Well, I think I'll do that, Actually, I'm going to do that now, guys. Let's go back to town, and we're going to go ahead and see our captured monster. Okay, so we're back in town, guys, and I figure we might as well meet the captured monsters now because it will be easier if we have another party member to level up and everything like that and to help us along during our future fights than it would be to just try to rough it out with just Siri for right now, because anything in this game, it sounds like, is going to make it easier, especially since everyone just levels up no matter what, which is really great. So we actually captured another bunny girl on our way back to town here. So a girl with a cheerful, albeit fearful disposition. She can summon powerful winds. Do you want to make her your servant? Yes, I do.
As I approach the holding cell, I hear a small squeak escape from it. The rabbit I had fought stares back at me in fear.
Don't eat me. I was just following orders. People aren't allowed to visit.
Calm down, rabbit. I have no intention of eating you. They're a very high-strung species. The poor thing has probably been frightened half to death.
But foxes are dangerous.
Really, I won't. If I was going to eat you, I would have done so already.
Eep!
Anyway, I came here to ask you something.
Yes?
Would you like to work for me?
Work for you?
Yes, as my servant.
Well, the current dungeon lord is pretty mean. And the bigger monsters keep looking at me with their big predatory eyes.
She shivers in fear.
Okay, I'll join you, as long as you don't eat me.
I promise that I won't.
Or not in that sense, at least.
My cute little subordinates only get the best treatment.
The bunny girl has joined your party. To add her to your dungeon party, click on the Organize Party button at the main menu. Alright, cool, very cool. So, I have another bunny girl here. I don't know what would happen if I click yes. I probably don't want to load up on bunny girls alone. I kind of want to vary up my party, so I'm going to click no for her. And it looks like, I don't know, I guess she'll just stay there. She's just going to hang out in my dungeon forever, which is fine. We need a bunny girl who hangs out in the dungeon and a bunny girl who adventures with me, which is great. But so far, this is a very, very basic style of game. It's, like the combat system itself is actually incredibly simple, which is fine. It honestly is absolutely fine that it's simplistic, because... Oh, can't remove her from party. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, so this actually adds her into the party by having her down here. So now we actually have the bunny girl in the party. So all the mechanics in this game, the RPG dungeon crawling elements, are very traditional. They're very easy to understand, and yeah, I'm fine with that. It makes it easier to progress the story, to progress the game forward, fight new bosses, find new characters, all that sort of thing. I'm enjoying this so far. It's really, really interesting. But it looks like we also probably have enough mana shards to at least shop for something. So let's go to the shop and see Charlotte and see if she has anything we can buy. Or not. Okay, so I'm a complete dumb idiot, and we only have 55 mana shards, and we need at least 100 to buy anything. So we'll probably do that next episode. I'm going to actually end this episode here, guys, just as a quick introduction to the mechanics of the game. Like I said, I'll probably do a little bit of off-screen grinding, things like that, and then we'll advance the story next time even more, and I'll try to keep in those bits as much as possible, and boss fights and major events like that. But otherwise, we're going to go venture forth in the dungeon next episode, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. If you enjoyed this episode, though, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video, and favorite it. Also, be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.